League. This is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. Calvin Austin on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're the premium in this league.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Giving 5 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Warren once more. They'll call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action here with Rodgers. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one gains 7. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover.
He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Second down now, they need 7. Rodgers from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the gun, again to Gainwell. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right.
And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety. Well, I don't know if I've ever seen this before, partner. The first time they touch the ball, somehow it ends up as a safety.
Somehow, some way. How about we just call it unfortunate for one side? But I tell you what, if we get a safety on the first touch of this game, I can't wait to see what we're in store for today.
Nice positivity there. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at the midfield stripe.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Looking out of the gun, here's Rodgers. And this one is launched downfield. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 14-yard pickup on 4th and 10. Well done. And they surprise a whole lot of folks by picking up that first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, so they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
26.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and he can find a completion just like that.
And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. Brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Warren will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Offensive line fast.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
He gets it again. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers push the lead to 2 scores now. Now Boswell on to send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
43. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 30.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from the 37.
I don't need to.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. Get some space around midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. It's going to be first down, Kansas City.
They've run this 12-yard hot route cage at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Finds Xavier Worthy. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 32.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hey, 15. Where's it?
Back to the air, Mahomes. Throw caught at the 6. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Yellow. Where's it? Hey, 57. Where's it?
Another throw for Mahomes. On the move, headed right.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Yellow. 180. Where's it?
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get their first points of this game just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here comes Austin. This makes it up to the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
One last play before the break.
88. 319. Side. 26. Hey, take 26.
One final shot before the half. He's going deep this time. Oh, it's an interception. And the Chiefs watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. Along the sideline past midfield. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Up the sideline, past the 40. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Going to the ground again on first. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
All the left side. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move the forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Warren here from the gun. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
258, get 300, get 30. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
I guarantee you QB wants that throw back. I know most are perfectionists, and when it's caught just a bit out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
Rodgers going to throw here. Third down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
Boswell able to knock it through, and that trims the lead to just a couple.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. To the air, Mahomes completes this one to Rice. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Second down now, 7 to go. Play action, Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Yellow.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Eye down these two.
Throwing is Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Hey, yellow. Attack.
Here's Mahomes now. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. You cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Rodgers from the gun. On target to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Steelers needing a couple. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's second and 10. Here he is to throw. Brought in right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers jump in front now by 5. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's out a little short of the 30.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in line.
Brings up second and 3.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went them. You better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions. On to get it started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Ford Field. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. And his first pass is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's gone.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Lions first
now
down.
gone.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2 for 66.
Goff now looks to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
From the left side, caught by Laporta.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a first down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
A 6-yard touchdown run.
and the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gamewell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there. That's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Gainwell will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like hope.